isn't happening rarely. It's not happening worlds away. It's happening right here and right now.
Is Blake Lively finally getting canceled? Looks like her new movie Another Simple Favor is the final nail in the coffin for her, and it goes so much deeper than we thought. But it's not just her new film that's tanking. Let's have a look at how Blake's whole empire is crumbling around her. Another Simple Favor trailer got trashed. The trailer got slammed with dislikes. We're talking way more thumbs down compared to thumbs up, and it's only getting worse. Amazon literally had to pull the plug on comments for this trailer and disable the comments section. That's how much hate is pooling in. Now Amazon usually lets the comment section run wild, even during the whole Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power controversy, which got an insane amount of hate from fans. But it got so bad for Blake's new trailer that they had to shut people up here. And when it comes to Blake Lively, there always seems to be a but. Prime Video didn't turn off comments on their Instagram page, and the internet went nuts. Grabbing my friends, wearing my florals, and getting front row seats to the sh*t show in the comments. I'll never watch a Blake Lively or Ryan Reynolds movie again, old or new. Girl, we don't like you, obviously. This backlash isn't just about the movie itself, but is tied to Blake's ongoing legal battle with Justin Baldoni. Baldoni's public release of texts, emails, and legal docs has painted a pretty clear picture of what was really happening. And people are absolutely hating Blake for it. Justin's lawyer has published a website with 168 pages filled with texts and emails with Ryan and Blake. Even Megyn Kelly has published 10 hours of content calling Blake out on her BS. So, is it really a surprise that her upcoming movie is looking like a flop? Especially since Anna Kendrick and Blake absolutely hate each other. Everybody knows Blake's co-star in the movie, Anna Kendrick, freaking hates Lively's guts. Yay, that couldn't have been too good for Blake's fragile little ego. But it gets worse. And if you're thinking this one clip is all we have to back that up, you're wrong. There's talk that their off-screen beef nearly derailed the whole sequel. Y'all, it's so bad that director Paul Feig had to step in, calling these rumors total BS and assuring fans that the movie was always slated for a spring-summer release. But let's be real, directors always say that. No one wants their movie to be known for cast drama, even when it's painfully obvious. Everybody knows that these two never got along, but now it's pretty much confirmed. While promoting the first movie, their interviews were awkward as hell. Anna looked like she wanted to disappear every time Blake spoke, and Blake would always give her looks. It was the kind of tension you can feel through the screen. Yikes. Just why would you put these two together in a movie again? Obviously, with Another Simple Favor, the bad blood is allegedly boiling over. Word on the street is that Anna almost walked away from the sequel because she couldn't deal with Blake. But the studio wasn't about to lose their lead actress, so as far as the rumor mill goes, they had to beg her to stay. Of course, in the middle of all this, Blake is not just losing fans. That girl is losing business. Her companies are tanking, and it's not looking good. Let's start with Betty Buzz, her non-alcoholic drink brand. When it first launched, people rushed to buy it because, well, it had Blake Lively's name on it. And in Hollywood, that kind of branding usually means success. But listen, here's the problem. Celebrity products only work when they have real staying power. People might buy a product once out of curiosity, but if they don't actually like it, they won't come back. And that's exactly what happened with Betty Buzz. At first, things looked good. It was stocked in major stores, and Blake's marketing team pushed hard to make it seem like the next big thing. Wow, kind of scary how self-absorbed she seems, and just as scary how this whole ad was almost a premonition to what she did to Justin Baldoni. But anyways, it wasn't long before the excitement for her Betty Buzz started to fade. Sales didn't stay as high as expected, and now, stores are quietly reducing how much they stock. When brands start disappearing from shelves, it's never a good sign. And it's not just Betty Buzz. Blake also tried to build a lifestyle empire, similar to what Gwyneth Paltrow did with Goop. But unlike Goop, which carved out a niche market, Blake's business didn't really offer anything new or exciting. The result was as expected. It took the L. Investors are losing confidence in her, and without steady profits, the future of her business empire is looking uncertain at best. disastrous at worst. Then there's the biggest problem. Bad press kills business deals. When a celebrity is wrapped up in controversy, brands don't want to be associated with them. Right now, companies that once wanted Blake to represent them are running off with their tail between their legs. Deals are being put on hold or canceled completely, and some partnerships that seemed rock solid just months ago are now falling apart. Blake's team knows this is a crisis, which is why she's trying to fix her image. But in the business world, a bad reputation is hard to shake off. If she can't turn things around soon, her entire brand, including everything she's built outside of acting, might come crashing down. Of course, it doesn't help that Hollywood is dropping Blake, and she knows it for years. Blake was pretty much seen as Hollywood royalty. She had a killer reputation, landed big movie roles, and was always at the most exclusive events. She was someone that people in the industry wanted to work with. Too bad, that's not the case anymore. That's Justin saying he's not shooting with Blake anymore in the nicest way possible, instead of just saying that girl's a menace. Hollywood is a brutal place, and right now, it looks like it is slowly pushing Blake out. The signs were there early on. First, there were fewer big movie offers. Blake was never a box office superstar, but she used to be a reliable choice for directors who wanted a charming, fashionable lead actress. Now I bet those calls aren't coming in as often. And the projects she is getting aren't the ones she used to be offered. That's a big red flag. Then there's the fact that her famous friends are distancing themselves. Hollywood is all about networking, and when someone starts losing favor, people pull back. Blake used to be close with some of the biggest names in the industry, Taylor Swift, for example. But instead of showing up by Blake's side as her friend, she's choosing to get closer to Selena Gomez as she completely distances herself from the Baldoni drama. Oopsie, looks like this dragon ain't protecting her. Other celebrities are staying quiet as well, and that silence says a lot. Take Ryan's silence, for example. What kind of man doesn't defend his own wife? Perhaps Blake's biggest mistake was hiring the CIA for PR? Yes, things are so out of control that she went ahead and hired Nick Shapiro. For those who don't know, Shapiro isn't just any PR guy. He's a former CIA deputy chief of staff. Yes, the CIA. Instead of hiring a well-connected Hollywood PR expert, Blake went with someone who worked in government intelligence. That's a choice. And everybody, including Candace Owens, knows what it means. On paper, it might seem smart. She's bringing in someone who knows how to handle crises. But in reality, it makes things look way worse. Hollywood thrives on relationships, and a good PR expert doesn't just manage damage, they use their connections to keep their client in the industry's good graces. Shapiro doesn't have those connections. In fact, most people in Hollywood had never even heard of him before. The reality is, when Hollywood senses a problem, they cut ties fast. Studios don't want to risk their projects flopping because of an actor's bad press. Directors don't want drama on their sets. And producers would rather invest in someone whose reputation is clean. Right now, Lively's reputation is the farthest thing from clean, and Blake's drama could get Ryan blacklisted. Yeah, Ryan is one of the biggest movie stars in the world right now. He's charming, funny, and most importantly, he's bankable. When Ryan is attached to a movie, people go see it. That's why studios love him. But here's the problem, Blake is messing it all up for him. Ryan has managed to stay out of Blake's drama so far. Well, except for that one distasteful joke he made at SNL. Yeah, that's about it. He hasn't commented publicly apart from this, and he's been focusing on his own projects, like Deadpool 3. But as Blake's problems get worse, it's getting harder for him to avoid the situation. If producers and executives start seeing Ryan as too connected to Blake's downfall, they might start second-guessing their investments in him. Would Disney really want to deal with negative press around Deadpool 3 just because of Blake? Probably not. Studios don't like distractions, and if Blake's controversies start overshadowing Ryan's work, it could hurt his box office numbers big time. Then there's the bigger issue, blacklisting. Hollywood doesn't officially blacklist people, but they do it in their own way. If someone becomes too controversial, the industry just stops working with them. No formal announcements, no dramatic firings, just a slow, quiet freeze-out. So right now, Ryan is walking a tightrope. He can't publicly throw his wife under the bus, but he also can't afford to let her mess drag him down. If Blake doesn't fix this fast, Hollywood might start looking at Ryan not as the charming, bankable star he's always been, but as damaged goods caught in a PR disaster. Alright, let's get to the big question now, after all of this. Will Blake be cancelled? Honestly, yes. She's getting hit from every direction. The legal battle with Justin Baldoni has already turned a lot of people against her. Then, hiring a former CIA agent for PR just made things worse. And now, she's stuck in a feud with Anna Kendrick, while fans are openly trashing her movie trailer and her. I've seen her in many clips from interviews and personally wouldn't hire her. She and her husband want to take over on movie sets. She claims Justin was underscore 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 her, which is very serious. Yet, Reynolds makes a joke about it at the SNL reunion. I've seen her in interviews and she is extremely rude. She is a drama queen and wants to stir the pot. I don't know that anyone will touch her for a role with other talented actresses out there. Girl, she's gonna have a really hard time bouncing back from this. At the end of the day, Hollywood is all about money. If Another Simple Favor flops, studios are distancing themselves from Blake. And if more bad press comes out, it's definitely game over. What do you guys think? Is Blake gonna be able to survive the hate? Or is she completely screwed? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop with the biggest Hollywood scandals. If you enjoyed this video, trust, you're gonna love this next one even more.